Nature is full of wonders, and today we're diving into some of the most incredible facts about animals that will leave you amazed. From octopuses with 3 hearts to immortal jellyfish, get ready to explore the extraordinary world of wildlife. Let's begin. Octopuses are some of the most amazing creatures on our planet, possessing a unique circulatory system with 3 hearts. 2 of these hearts work solely to pump blood through each of the gills, ensuring that the blood is efficiently oxygenated. The 3rd heart takes on the task of distributing blood throughout the octopus's body, but remarkably, it stops while swimming. Their blood is blue in color due to the presence of hemocyanin, a copper entetate protein that serves the same function as the iron entetate hemoglobin in our blood. Octopuses are able to regenerate lost limbs in just a few months, with the new limb being fully functional. Their nervous system is so unique that most of their neurons are in the tentacles rather than the brain, allowing each tentacle to act almost independently. They have the ability to change not only the color but also the texture of their skin, thanks to special cells, chromatophores, which contain pigments and can stretch and contract. Octopuses are considered one of the most intelligent invertebrates. They can solve complex problems, use tools, and even learn from the experience of other octopuses. In laboratory settings, octopuses have been recorded opening closed containers, collecting coconuts for shelter, and even using plastic bottles as tools. Studies show that octopuses are able to distinguish geometric shapes and colors, even though they themselves are colorblind. Cows show an amazing ability to form long-term social bonds, creating real friendships within the herd. Studies show that they are able to remember and recognize more than 100 individuals of their own species, maintaining special relationships with some of them over many years. When separated from a close friend, cows experience significant stress, which manifests itself in changes in their behavior and can even affect milk production. Scientists have found that cows with stable friendships show lower levels of cortisol, a stress hormone, in their blood compared to isolated animals. Each cow has a unique personality. Some are more outgoing and curious, while others prefer to stay aloof and are cautious. In stressful situations, cows often seek support from their friends, which manifests itself in increased time spent together and mutual grooming. Research shows that cows are able to recognize the emotional state of their mates and respond to their moods with empathy. They can memorize positive and negative experiences over long periods of time, which affects their future social interactions. Cows use a variety of vocalizations to communicate, including specific sounds designed to maintain contact with calves and other group members. These social bonds are so important to cows that they can be passed from generation to generation as calves inherit their mother's friendships. Penguins are among the most devoted creatures in the animal kingdom, choosing a lifelong mate and returning to the same nesting site year after year. Their courtship ritual involves a meticulous search for the perfect pebble, which the male presents to the female as a symbol of his devotion and intention to build a future together. These amazing birds are able to recognize their partner's voice among thousands of other penguins in the colony, using unique vocal signals that serve as a kind of password for their relationship. During the egg-laying period, penguins show incredible endurance, enduring extreme weather conditions and long periods without food to protect their young. They show amazing coordination in caring for their chicks, alternating between going hunting and staying with their young, a schedule that is kept with remarkable precision. Some penguin species, such as emperor penguins, can spend months in the total darkness of an Antarctic winter, warming each other in close groups where temperatures can reach a comfortable 98 degrees Fahrenheit. Penguins exhibit the phenomenon of kindergarten, where several adults look after a group of chicks while their parents are out hunting. When a partner is lost, any penguins go through a period of mourning, and some may remain single for several seasons before finding a new mate. Scientific studies show that penguins have a divorce rate of only 3%, making them some of the most faithful creatures in nature. During courtship periods, penguin pairs can spend hours performing synchronized movements and making special sounds to strengthen their bond. Frogs have the incredible ability to jump up to 20 times their body length, thanks to the unique muscle and bone structure of their hind limbs. Their tendons work like powerful elastic springs, storing energy before the jump and releasing it at the moment of pushing off, with an incredible efficiency of up to 70% energy return. At the moment of jumping, the frog is able to develop an acceleration greater than that of a spaceship on takeoff, making him one of the most dynamic creatures on the planet. Studies show that frog and hind leg muscles can produce more power per unit of mass than any other known animal muscle, which is due to the special structure of the muscle fibers. Some species of frogs are able not only to jump, but also to plan in the air, using the webbing between their toes and their spread body as an improvised parachute. When landing, frogs use their front legs as shock absorbers, and special pads on their paws help absorb shock and ensure a soft landing. Now, over the course of evolution, frogs have developed the ability to accurately calculate the trajectory of a jump, taking into account the distance to the target, wind direction, and other environmental factors. Some tree frogs are able to leap between tree branches at a height of several meters, demonstrating amazing accuracy and coordination of movements. Frogs have a special mechanism for stabilizing their heads during the jump, which allows them to maintain orientation in space and accurately determine the place of landing. At the moment of pushing off, the bones of the frog's hind limbs can withstand a load several hundred times the weight of the animal itself, which is possible due to the unique structure of bone tissue. Elephants have a phenomenal memory that allows them to remember and recognize hundreds of individuals of their species, even after years of separation. And this ability is linked to the development of the temporal lobe of the brain, which is responsible for long-term memory. The elephant brain weighs about 5 kilograms and contains almost 257 billion neurons, making it one of the largest and most complex of all land mammals. Studies show that elephants are able to remember the location of water and food sources over an area of tens of thousands of square kilometers, creating detailed mental maps of the area that are passed down from generation to generation. Matriarchs of elephant herds can remember and recognize the voices of more than 100 different elephants, which is crucial for maintaining social ties within the group and between different families. During periods of drought, older elephant mothers use their memory of past climate cycles to guide the herd to remote water bodies they visited decades ago. Some cloud expenditure stationary, like the Climate Management Corporation California says to stay away. Elephants demonstrate the capacity for emotional memory, exhibiting special behavior when encountering the remains of their kin and returning to the sites of dead family members even years later. Their memory extends not only to members of their own species. Elephants can remember for years people who have harmed them or on the contrary, helped them, which affects their future behavior when they meet these people. In captivity, elephants can memorize complex sequences of actions and commands, demonstrating a learning ability comparable to that of primates. Scientific research confirms that elephants are able to recognize themselves in a mirror, an ability that indicates self-awareness and is closely linked to a developed memory. Their social memory is so advanced that elephants can coordinate with relatives at a considerable distance using infrasonic signals and recalling past experiences of interaction. The Arctic tern makes the longest annual migration of any animal, covering a distance of about 0 miles from the Arctic to the Antarctic and back, the equivalent of almost 2 trips around the globe. During their journey, these amazing birds use a sophisticated navigation system based on the perception of the Earth's magnetic field through special cells in the beak containing magnetite and the ability to see magnetic field lines thanks to special proteins in the retina of the eye. They can fly at speeds up to 25 miles per hour and reach altitudes over 1,000 feet. An amazing feature of their migrations is their ability to sleep in flight, switching off alternately the right and left hemispheres of the brain, allowing them to stay in the air for up to 10 days without landing. In their lifetime, which can last up to 30 years, a single tern travels a distance equal to 3 trips to the moon and back, making them the absolute record holders for distance traveled among all living creatures. During migration, these birds navigate not only by the magnetic field, but also by the position of the stars, the sun, and even use the smells of the ocean to determine their location. Young terns make their first migratory journey unaccompanied by adult birds, relying solely on innate instincts and genetically encoded route information. In the event of unfavorable weather conditions, they are able to adjust their route using information about wind direction and ocean currents. Through evolution, terns have developed special adaptations for long flights, including the ability to drink seawater and filter salt from it through special glands. During its journey, the Arctic tern sees more daylight hours than any other creature on Earth as it follows the summer between the poles. Humpback whale songs are some of the most complex and long-lasting vocalizations in the animal kingdom, and each song can last up to 20 minutes and consists of different themes, phrases, and repetitive elements organized into a specific structure. These amazing sounds can travel up to 0 miles underwater due to the unique acoustic properties of the ocean and the special frequency at which whales communicate. Each population of humpback whales has its own unique repertoire of songs that is constantly evolving and changing, with all males in a region singing the same song at a particular time. Research shows that whales are able to memorize and reproduce the songs of other populations heard on their migration routes, leading to cultural exchange between different groups. Scientists have found that the structure of whale songs follows certain grammatical rules, similar to human speech, with a hierarchical organization of sounds and specific patterns of repetition. During the breeding season, male humpback whales can sing continuously for several hours, with songs becoming more complex and longer each year. Whales use their songs not only to attract mates, but also to navigate, determine depth and topography of the seafloor, and communicate with one another during the daily process. Young whales learn their songs from older whales, gradually mastering complex vocal technique and memorizing specific elements of their population songs. While singing, whales can change the frequency and volume of their vocalizations depending on environmental conditions, adapting to ocean noise pollution. Scientists use recordings of whale songs to monitor population size and study migration routes, as each population has its own unique accent and repertoire. Cats have incredibly acute hearing, capable of picking up sounds up to 640 hertz, which far exceeds the capabilities of the human ear and allows them to hear even ultrasonic signals. Their unique ability to always land on their feet is due to their vestibular reflex, which allows the cat to determine its position in space and correct it in a split second during a fall. Cats' eyes are equipped with a special light-reflecting layer, tapetum, which amplifies the incoming light and allows them to see in the dark 6-8 times better than humans. Cat whiskers, or vibrissae, are sensitive sensory organs, capable of detecting even the slightest changes in air movement, which helps them orient themselves in space and hunt in total darkness. Cats' paws contain special pads with unique patterns similar to human fingerprints, which help them move silently and accurately assess the surface they walk on. In the course of evolution, cats have developed the ability to produce a special sound, purring, the frequency of which 25150 hertz promotes wound healing and bone strengthening. Their flexible spine, consisting of 53 movable vertebrae, humans have 34, allows them to bend almost in half and fit through openings that seem too small for their bodies. Cats have the unique ability to distinguish colors in the blue-violet spectrum much better than in the red-green spectrum, which is due to the structure of their retinas. Their brains process visual information 25% faster than humans, which allows them to react lightning fast to moving objects. Cats' body temperature is 101.5 Fahrenheit scale, allowing them to thrive in warmer environments. Teratopsis dohrnii, known as the immortal jellyfish, has the unique ability to revert to the juvenile stage of development after reaching sexual maturity, theoretically making it immortal. This process, called transdifferentiation, allows adult jellyfish cells to transform into any other type of cell, effectively restarting the organism's life cycle. Under stressful conditions or when injured, this jellyfish can transform its existing cells into new cell types necessary for regeneration, which happens through the polyp stage. Its genetic code contains information that may help scientists to better understand the aging and regeneration processes. Under laboratory conditions, it has been recorded that the same specimen of Octopuses dohrnii can undergo a rejuvenation cycle more than 40 times, which is equivalent to several hundred years of life. These jellyfish have spread throughout the oceans of the world due to their ability to travel in the ballast water of ships and survive in a variety of environmental conditions, and have contributed to that survival. During the rejuvenation process, all of the jellyfish's organs are completely rebuilt, including the nervous system, making this process unique among all known living creatures. Research shows that the ability to immortality in this species of jellyfish is associated with special genes responsible for DNA repair and protection of telomeres, the end sections of chromosomes, the shortening of which is usually associated with aging. Scientists hope that studying the mechanisms of cellular rejuvenation, Octopuses dohrnii, can lead to breakthroughs in the field of regenerative medicine and treatment of age diseases. In their natural habitat, these jellyfish rarely achieve their theoretical immortality due to predators and other environmental factors, but their ability to rejuvenate remains one of the most amazing phenomena in nature. Costello Ambrose. Beavers are unsurpassed engineers of the animal kingdom, capable of creating complex hydraulic structures that can last for generations and even centuries. The largest known beaver dam in Canada's Wood Buffalo National Park stretches 2,800 feet and is visible from space. Beavers use a complex system of tunnels and channels around their structures that help them safely move building materials and forage for food, even in winter under ice. When building dams, they display an amazing understanding of hydrodynamics, arranging logs and branches in such a way as to resist the flow of water and create an optimal water level in a body of water. Their teeth are constantly growing and self-sharpening due to the special arrangement of hard enamel on the front surface of their incisors, allowing them to efficiently process wood throughout their lives. Sustainability definitely is not an obstacle. I'm talking about the gladiator he just last summer, sitting in his house with his small book of paperback horseman comics. A single beaver family can transform up to 10 acres of land, creating wetlands that support diverse ecosystems. Beavers have the ability to detect the sound of flowing water and instinctively seek to repair any leaks in their structures, making their dams incredibly strong and durable. Their construction activities help to purify water, trap sediment, and create natural filters, which improves water quality in bodies of water. Studies show that areas modified by beavers are more resilient to droughts and wildfires, as well as contributing to biodiversity. During construction, beavers use different materials and techniques depending on site conditions, demonstrating an amazing ability to adapt and solve complex engineering problems. These are the amazing inhabitants of our planet. From immortal jellyfish to ingenious beaver builders, from three-hearted octopuses to singing whales, each creature is unique and amazing in its own way. Nature never ceases to amaze us, offering more and more mysteries to explore and investigate. These 10 facts are just a small part of the wonders that surround us every day. If you like the video, support us by liking and subscribing. There are many more incredible stories to come. And in the comments, tell us what facts surprised you the most. Maybe you have your own interesting observations about animals. Share your thoughts and let's explore this amazing natural world together.